The second beginner component is stability. Now, stability is getting the muscles to time at the right time, or getting them to turn on, at the right time. So we want them to engage so they are supporting the spine, supporting the hips, supporting the torso as a whole. So very simple ways of doing that is coming down onto one knee, or understanding that it's coming down onto one knee and coming into this position. You can see I've got my foot and they're sort of wide, so I've got a good base of support. Now if I'm wobbly here, then there's an instability, so I need to smooth this out. As this becomes smoother, I bring this foot across, and then again, if I'm a bit wobbly here, I need to smooth that out and gain that balance. So this is going to be my hip stabilizers and my spine stabilizers. Once I get solid in this position, I come right across. Now I'm on a tightrope. Right now you can see I'm actually starting to wobble. So you can start to see my body's now having to work to maintain. Now the more I wobble, the more instability. The less I wobble, the more stability. So you can see I'm able to be in this posture and be relatively steady. So it shows there's a good level of stability there. So what I would do at this point is I would introduce a weight. And all I'm going to do, now this doesn't have to be a heavy weight, all it needs to introduce is a shifting of my central gravity, because that's what my muscles are responding to. So I'm going to go a little bit wider, and I'm going to again go wide, and then we're just going to pass this around the head. Now again, that's quite smooth. What also comes from stability is smoothness of movement. If you've got good smooth movement and relaxed breathing, then you've got good stability. So if I bring it across, so I'm starting now to move, I've got to go a little bit more or a little bit slower, and I've got to be a little bit more controlled. I've got to think about what my whole body is doing. So you can start to see this is starting to get a little bit more or a little bit harder for me. And there we go. So we can start to see now what this stability is doing. So again, I've slowed down again. And if I do start to lose my balance, I can just pause, regain it, and go again. But now I've got to concentrate, and I can't talk as regular as I was before. So I'm building that stability. So the two main beginner components is endurance and stability. If we can get those in place, we can start to build on top with other exercises, which we'll come on to in part number 3.